Hey folks, welcome to another new episode. Today we're doing Desert Treasure, which seems like a really hard quest. I mentioned last episode that the guide recommended reading through the entire quest guide before starting it, and I'm glad that I did that because it sounds like I'm going to need lots of per potions for this. I'm going to go ahead and do the starting part because I think it's pretty safe for the most part. Yeah, I'm not in danger at the very beginning of the quest. So I'm going to turn in all the stuff that I need at the very beginning, get it out of my bank. And then what I think I'm going to do, I think I have one Ranarr seed. Is that right? Yeah. It's silly, but I think I'm going to go to the Master Farmer and pickpocket 2 more Ranarr seeds, and then I'm going to plant them in my protected herb patches and just try to have as many prayer potions as I possibly can. It seems like the 8 or so that I have banked now are not going to be enough for some of these difficult bosses that are coming up. So I didn't read anything in like extreme detail. I haven't committed it to memory. I just know that we have to fight 4 difficult bosses that you can't really get away with your typical strategies on. So it's not going to be easy. I think one of them is much harder than the other ones. It'll be good to practice against them because I guess we get versions of them are fought in Recipe for Disaster later. So plan is cash in this quest. Go plant one of our Ranarr seeds. Hesidius, I guess. Pickpocket 2 more Ranarr seeds, which hopefully will be fairly quick. It should take less than an hour. And then plant both of those seeds and then tend them as we go through the quest chain here. I think seeds take like a max of 2 hours to grow, and this quest is definitely going to take more than 2 hours, so I should be able to pick them in the middle of the quest. I'm more than a little bit nervous about this. Archaeologist. Hello there. What brings you out to these parts? Do you have any quests? Funny you should say that. I'm not sure if I really call it a quest, but I found an ancient stone tablet in one of my excavations that would help me out. I could take it back to the dig site for me to get it examined. It's old, I don't recognize any of the inscriptions on it. Sure, I'll help you. Terry Belando. Give it to nobody but him. Can't entrust you with the actual tablet I found. It's too valuable to give away, but I took these etchings. You know what he says. I have the dig site pendant. I think I have to enchant some new ones. I'm almost out of charges on it. I guess actually let me go plant my first Ranarr seed now. So I already have one. Let it start growing. I gotta do all this running around in the meantime. That involves going to place Osidius, Zarek's talisman. I have to fight some more lizard men later, get more fangs. 15 charges is good for now though. Let's do spades, secateurs. Make sure I use super compost on this because I want to get as many Ranarr weeds as humanly possible. Actually planting a Ranarr seed instead of selling it. What world do we live in? Back to Varrock. I'll have to pop over to Relica and farm some snake grass too. I think technically I can grow it now, but it's a lot easier for me to just pick up all the ones that are lying around on the ground. Guess who's got 2 thumbs and forgot to deposit the goddamn secateurs? It's this guy. Again. Ask about the Desert Treasure quest. Are you Terry Belando? That's right, who wants to know? At last you found the strange artifact about Zaros from the museum. That is me. Desert down by Vedabin Camp. Found an archaeologist who wanted me to deliver this to you. The legendary Asgarnio Smith? He's like Indiana Jones, I see. Always at the forefront of archaeological breakthroughs. What does the inscription say? Predate even the settlement we're excavating here. Can you translate it for me? Not familiar with this particular language, but the similarities inherent in the pictographs seem to show a prevalent trend toward a syllabary constant, or consistent with the phonemes we discussed in the excavation. Able to make a rough translation. It might be slightly obscure in the finer details, but you're good enough to understand the rough meaning of what was originally written. What contains the sum of my translation ability? Great. You write really quickly, don't you? Read translation. I'll read it and give a summary. So Terry opens with a explanation of the translation being rough and that there being words in brackets when he's not sure what the translation's supposed to mean. I like the way this is written with all of the words in brackets, like, the gods argued / decided amongst themselves that the fortress / home would be the selected / chosen place that would imprison / conceal the wealth / power. Thus, guarded / protected by the unusually archaic word here, I believe it means either the sick or the dead, depending on context. Defended, trapped by the diamonds, crystals of... This word is untranslatable. Guarded, protected by the... Again, this word is no modern equivalent, and held by the worthy strong, so that the wealth power might forever be imprisoned, concealed. Okay. Gods, traps, and power with diamonds or crystals or something. Got it. Talk to the archaeologist. Hisgarnia Smith. The translation. I have it here in this book. Take a read of this. Do you get an understanding how this profession works? Here, have a read. Read book. Already did read it. Kind of boring. What? Boo. I'm going to read this and talk to me again in a second. Some kind of treasure hidden out in the desert. Some kind of desert treasure? A treasure hunter like me? There's been an archaeologist? Yeah, an archaeologist. Let's assume there's a treasure hidden in the desert somewhere. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that maybe if I found a big stash of golden treasure, I wouldn't necessarily just hand it all over to the Museum of Varrock. Let's also say, purely hypothetically, that if there were such a big stash of treasure and someone were to help me find it, then that hypothetical person might be entitled to, oh, let's say, purely for the sake of argument, 30% split. 50%. That's right. Purely for the sake of argument, 50-50 split on this hypothetical treasure should exist. See where I'm going with this? Because I don't tell anybody, and your reputation as an esteemed archaeologist at the Museum of Varrock remains intact. Nobody discovers you're actually just a treasure hunter. Nobody's really going to lose out on anything. I don't even know if there is any treasure. Count me in. You search around here. Head south to the bandit village. Yeah, I deposited my water earlier. Hopefully I can buy someone here. You guys sell any water? Go south. Bandit camp. So I'm just leaving a Ranarr weed on the ground? No, I'll take it. What do they have that they want more than a Ranarr weed? It's a prayer potion, potentially. Okay, bandit camp. Talk to Eblis in the camp. Eblis, what's up, dude? Send the Museum of Varrock. Reason to believe there may be some kind of artifacts of historical significance in the nearby area. The only time people care about our existence is when they think they have something to gain from us. Nothing to say to you. You and your kind are not welcome here. What do you wish to know about? Why is the village so hostile? Long story, I doubt you have much interest in hearing it. Your sort never are. Just take what you can of ours and abandon us once more to the desert. No, I want to hear the story. Many generations ago, our ancestors were proud rulers of these lands. My ancestors lived far to the north of here. Our lands stretched from the sea in the east to the river Lum, the mountains of ice. Coast to coast, north to south, our domain was absolute. Our God was kind to us and blessed us with prosperity and happiness. And in return, we were merciless to his enemies. Then came the betrayal. Our God was banished, leaving us helpless to our fates. Without his protection, we were forced to fend for ourselves once more against the enemies that sought to destroy us. Not succumb without fighting. The spiteful Saradomin and pathetic Zamorak warred with each other. The hatred they had for each other was as nothing to the hatred held towards us. With each battle they waged, we lost more and more land, unable to fight on all fronts, and were pushed further and further south into this god's-forsaken desert. Our greatest hero, Azanadra, was finally trapped in a strange stone structure to the south of here and bound within by its terrible powers. Without our lands, our homes, our very lives were stolen from us. 2 weeks to reclaim what was rightfully ours. We made our homes here, knowing that someday Azanadra will return with his magnificent power. Let the past go. The insults heaped upon my race will never be forgotten, never be forgiven, and never be overlooked. Someday a harsh wind will blow upon the land, covering the wrongs of the past, and we'll get back what is rightfully ours. Fair enough. Cool story, but actually I did have questions for you. This guy must be doing some kind of AFK training method. Maybe that's why the Ranarr weed was on the ground. Oh, I need to get something from the bartender. Okay. I wonder what makes these bandits so popular. It's weird. 650 coins for a beer. Damn. That's why it's so expensive. They don't like your kind around here. Think about treasure near here. Treasure hidden close to the village. Here for an archaeological expedition from the Museum of Varrock. I'm only looking for artifacts. Inheritance of sand and death. I heard about 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds of Azanadra? How came you to know of this? Just a fairy tale for children. I had to get the beer for him to say that to me. Gotcha. There's a bandit's brew too. Bandit's brew. Raises thieving and attack by 1. Tell me of the 4 diamonds of Azanadra. Accept my apologies, noble madam. I thought you were but some opportunistic thief looking to steal what heritage we have left. You are in fact a brave adventurer looking to restore our glories back upon us. The protagonist always looks so annoyed. Heard of them? Of course I've heard of them. They're the legacy of our greatest ever hero, who we just heard the story of. They'll be very valuable. Valuable as historical artifacts, I mean, obviously. Stolen by warriors of the false god Zamorak generations ago. When you find the warriors, you will find the diamonds. I will only part with such objects of power. Beware, for these are very powerful. They've taken the powers of the diamonds into themselves. Each diamond has an elemental quality. There's a diamond of blood, ice, smoke, and shadow. Expect the warriors to have taken some aspect of these diamonds as their own. An ancient spell I know of that may spy upon such power, but it will require a few ingredients to make work. If you'd be willing to get the ingredients for me, I'll be able to locate the rough area where each of these warriors has taken refuge. The spell isn't precise, to get you on the right track for your search. Yeah, let's do it. Scrying glasses. Let us view any area where the diamonds could be. 6 scrying glasses would be sufficient. You need 2 magic logs, a steel bar, and some molten glass. 12 magic logs, 6 pieces of molten glass, and 6 steel bars. 1 set of normal bones, some ash, some charcoal, and a single blood rune. What kind of bones do you need? Standard bones. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting those for you. Let me tell you about how I grinded to 58 Hunter and then spent like 2 hours in Puro Puro. Magic logs, blood rune, ash, bones, molten glass, steel bar, charcoal. All the ingredients I need. Okay, glad to have gotten the magic logs out of my inventory. They're making me nervous. Find a suitable spot in the desert to the east of here and set them up. Find me there, I'll show you how to utilize the mirrors to find the diamonds. Okay. This is pretty crazy that people are just AFK fighting these guys and leaving the... I guess they're like completely AFK too. I wonder why those enemies of all enemies. Alright, we gotta go east now. Hold up. Southeast to top of hill. Up this hill. Yo, Edless, what's up? Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out, like, why are people AFKing here of all places to AFK in the game? And I guess the reason they AFK here is because when you're wearing an item of Ceradomin or Zamorak, they never go tolerant, so you can literally just walk away from your machine. So that Ranarr, the guy wasn't even at his computer, probably. Got here at last. As you may have noticed, I made the mirrors for the spell and cast the enchantment on. Oh, that's cool looking. Looking at each mirror, you'll be able to see the area where the trace magics from the diamonds of Azanadra are emanating from. You cannot narrow the search closer with this kind of spell. If you search the area shown to you, you may be able to find some clues leading you to the evil warriors of Zamorak. The direction the mirror is facing is approximately the direction you need to head in. That's kind of neat. So like one is facing Mauritania. I think we have to go to Canifis next. Look into the mystical mirror. Whoa, that's a cool little view. Troll child, ice troll. You actually like teleport there, I assume, and look there? kind of neat. Canopus for sure. This must have been so fun to figure out when this quest first came out. 2005, it looks like. Very cool. Dig that. Okay, now we can attempt the diamonds in any order. So I'm gonna go get some Ranarr seeds. There's 2 of them, so I can keep my patches planted. Make more prayer potions. I'm gonna have to go farm some snape grass too, I think. We're in like an hour. Okay. So we're gonna get 1 successful Ranarr seed pickpocket. Will give me 2 seeds that will hopefully produce at least 10 total prayer potions. That's 3 doses each. So that's potentially 7 more 4-dose potions, which hopefully that'll be enough. That's a lot. But I need to have prayer potions for both this quest and recipe for... Well, I guess recipe for disaster I can't use prayer in. But definitely for this quest, there's a couple that are like, bring as many as you can fit in your inventory. And I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? I think I am attempting this quest and recipe for disaster at a slightly lower combat than is recommended. Like, the guide keeps saying, put on your Barrows gear. And I'm like, I do not have... I've never done the Barrows minigame. I only know of it because of Swampletics. Okay, I'm going to fast forward through this. I'm hopeful that it is quick and painless. Maybe we'll just get it in the first 10 minutes or so. We can all move on with our lives. Because now that I'm using the Seed Vault, I really should be doing this inside the Farming Guild from now on. I don't have to transfer from the bank to the Seed Vault. It's okay, I'll just finish up here though. Just got a Catentine seed for the first time ever. Go ahead and mark it here. It's not worth that much money, but a little bit. Also, this is taking way longer than I wanted it to. I'm kind of bummed. I really wanted to go hard on this quest, and I need to have these prayer potions to do it. And he's just not dropping them. There we go. Finally got the Ranarr seeds. How close are we to 35 minutes? I can go ahead and plant one of them in Troll Stronghold now. Do that real quick. Put my secateurs back because I'm a dummy. Big dummy dum-dum. Then we can do Desert Treasure. Well, then I'm going to go run and grab some snape grass, which I think we get on the island from Relica. Sounds right. Alright, we've got 10 prayer potions. 10.75 prayer potions. And I've got Ranarr weeds growing. I think I'll get a minimum of about 8 weeds. That's 24 doses. That's another 6 potions. I'm hoping 16 potions will be enough for this quest. So it seems like it's ridiculously hard. Let me see. I do not need gear yet. Gotta go to Canopus first. My silver bar. Make garlic powder. Spice. Silver bar, garlic powder, spice. Should be all for now. Talk to Malik. Lord Malik, what brings you here? You know very well your tie the zoo. You're collected this time. Though your graciousness is too important to perform such menial duties such as this himself. It's not Gatarank's job who we killed. Cannot find an incompetent fool. Yeah, dude's dead. Interesting. You have the tithe ready for me? Wolf I'm in for having to come to this wolf cesspit means any shortfall is coming from you directly. Mauritania is so interesting. You there. Me? Your bearing suggests you're not of the usual peasants, and your stunt suggests you're not one of these filthy wolfen folk. You know what you're doing in these lands. One good reason why I should not just take you to Lord Draken now. Here to worship Zamorak. Looking for a special diamond. Somewhere in this vicinity, and it's probably in the possession of a warrior of Zamorak. Really sure it has some kind of magical aura or something. I don't suppose you've seen it or know where it might be. So you can come to an arrangement. I may have information that may assist you, but you'll have to do something for me. What do you say? You're not exactly the trustworthy type. You have a healthy sense of paranoia. Ensure that the current owner of the diamond is killed. For my part, I'll let you know his whereabouts and how exactly to kill him. When he's dead, you may take the diamond from his corpse and do with it what you will. I have no interest in such baubles. Piece of information for you. The current owner of this diamond is named Dessous. Sure, I'll agree to Malik. Can't see any drawback. Tell me what you know. Be a little more specific. Why do you want Dessous dead? Soften my blood kin to the rulers of this land, serving under Lord Draken. Pretend not to die of old age or similar natural causes. To gain another lord's title or land, there often needs to be unnatural causes. Doesn't want to be seen as responsible for the death of a fellow lord. Interesting. How can I kill Dessous? Take a silver bar to the man living in the sewers in Ranarr. He was an assistant account trainer, some of his more interesting experiments. Tell me a sacrificial offering pot. It's used in vampiric ceremonies. Take that pot to Ranarr and get it blessed by the head monk. Bring that silver pot back to me. I'll provide you with some fresh blood to put into it. To that pot of blood, you'll add some crushed garlic and some spice to disguise the smell. Use that pot on Dessous' tomb, and he'll be unable to resist rising and drinking from it. A combination of garlic, silver, and blessings from Saradomin will act upon him as a poison and allow you to kill him. Nice. Where can I find him? He's in a graveyard to the southeast of here. So, go back to Ranarr. I think we were here a really long time ago for a quest involving Count Ranarr. Well, maybe not. I don't actually recognize this room. What's up, dude? Hello. You should not be down here. Assistant's a good word to describe him. Silver bar with me. I was wondering if you can make it into a sacrificial offering pot. That was easy. Alright. Pot to Ranarr. I think walking from here is probably the most efficient way to do that. Now that I have the Port Sarim shortcut too. I'll finally get to use, maybe? It's northwest of me. Hey! Frenetic Exiles is done. Said yesterday 50 rune crafting was the most you needed. Now it's 55. Talk to the priest to get your pot blessed. Get the altar while we're here. Can you quickly bless this for me? Strange request, I see no harm in it. There you go. Saradomin walk with you. Go back to Canifis. And get some fresh blood to fill this pot with. He texts me. There you go. Fresh as it gets. Thanks for nothing. Speak to me again when you manage to kill him. Okay, use the garlic powder and the spice. Now, I forgot I was using all that wine, and it takes a while to disappear the stat debuff, so I don't know if I have any regular restore potions. I think I can make them... Question mark. Hold up. Restore potion. Paralander spider tags. I've got a regular one. I need to make more later, though. Okay, so I need gear. Bring active file is no shit button. Actually, let's do a ring of dueling. And just equip it. Well, hold on. I think melee is okay for this one. It's not great for all of these bosses, but this one's it's okay. Rada's Blessing. Need my prayer potions. So I can technically use the dwarf multi-cannon, but I guess it's not very good against him, so not gonna bother. Still have 1,000,000 combat potions, right? One's probably good. Okay, now I think I can get there without having ghasts eat all of my food by going through the Shades of Morton boat. I might need money for that, so let me take out a little bit. Shades of Morton. 10 gold to cover the loan for the boat. Get hit by gas anyway, shit. Northeast. Reducing the number of casts that have the opportunity to hit me, I guess. Here's a graveyard. Okay, so this guy actually doesn't seem too bad. I am going to have to be careful with healing, because he can double up attacks and lag and do a shitload of damage to you all at once. Vampire Tomb. Pour the blood from the pot on the tomb. I'm going to switch to Lunge. I guess he's weak against that. Oh yeah, he hits hard. Thanks. Even with protection for melee. This might be harder than I was expecting. I'm not really hitting him very hard. Okay, I just got it hit for 11. It's helpful. Drink a combat potion, I forgot to do that. Now I'm nervous about the upcoming enemies. If this guy's one of the easier ones, right, and he's hitting me this hard. That was a couple good big hits. Guy's pretty scary. If I couldn't make these tuna potatoes, we'd be in trouble. Glad we went to 70 cooking when we did. I'm gonna try to avoid drinking the prayer potion, but didn't want to risk it. Oh man, you're so close. Just finish him off here. Whew. Okay. Where's the diamond supposed to have? Malik lied to me. He's gonna pay. Whew. Okay, that was scary, but we did it. Go ahead and Ring of Dueling real quick. How many food do I... Okay, I have 180. So that's a lot of attempts. Even if one goes wrong, then I have to leave. Yo, Malik. It's groovin'. I have dispatched of him. I want that diamond, I want it now. Don't take that tone of voice with me, meat. You should be thankful I've allowed you your life. Take your precious bauble. Take that silver pot from you. Humans are not meant to possess such artifacts. Get out of my sight, our deal is complete. If I see you here again, I will not hesitate to take you to Lord Draken. Be extremely pleased to meet the murderer before death, as I expect. Alright, so it says deposit the diamond immediately. Because I guess whenever you have a diamond in your inventory, this dude can show up and just attack you. He's got like a poison dagger. It's really bad. Alright, I got 4 minutes on one of these farming patches, so I'll probably hit it up next time I have a break. Let me read this next section. Ice Diamond needs a cake. Oh, let me start setting up my bank here. I want the combat potion now. Let's see. I think you want to be a mage for this one. Let me check and make sure. God damn it, I'm trying to decant these potions and keep accidentally using them. Ugh. I hate it. Okay, hopefully that's enough for store potions. I guess there's an effect that's constantly draining your stats when you're doing this part. Store potions, fire spells, prayer potions, food. Emergency teleport without a magic requirement, like the ectophile. So you probably want a ring of dueling so I can get out of here. And go bank once shit goes south. Instead of the beacon ring. Spiked boots, cake. So I have to cast fire spells, food, ectophile. Decide if I want to bring the cannon, because that's a lot of inventory space. Try bringing the cannon. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Bet my weight is awful now, right? Oh yeah. Okay. Teleport to Trollheim. Let's go. Give it a shot. Alright, here's the Troll Child. Once I pass the Troll Child, I'm going to have a constant stat draining effect. And something that's doing damage to me. I guess I can activate a prayer that I don't have access to, and then while this dialogue is up, it stalls that effect, so if I find somewhere to take a break, I can try to use that. And I'm just going to try to make sure that I know exactly where I'm going before I open this door, so bear with me one sec. Okay, I'm ready to give this a try. Hello there. Wah. Sweet food, take his mind off things. Dry those tears. Poor troll. Hello there. Why so sad, little troll? The bad man hurt my mommy and daddy. He made them all freezy. Bad man? He said it's because they stole his diamond, but they never did. They found it. They didn't know who it belonged to. Did some wavy hand thing and my mommy and daddy got frozeified. It'll help your parents. I need that diamond in return. I don't think they really wanted it anyway. They would have given it back to the bad man if he'd asked me who were freezing them. Sounds good. Yes. Okay. Check. Mommy says ice shells are so cold we can freeze the air around us when we get upset or angry. Must have frozen those gates too much when I was crying. Squeeze through the bars. Cool. To kill 5 ice trolls. The area is so cold you're constantly taking damage. Oh wow, when they say it hurts your stats, they're not kidding, huh? Look at that. It looks like I'm taking this guy out okay, even though he's level 121. After I kill the 5 ice trolls, I'm probably going to bounce to restock. So much for setting up my cannon, right? Oh well. I can't cast over this rock. I might be able to cast over this corner, though. Or maybe through this space to this guy over here. Gotta try in a second. Big bones. Yeah, it's totally working. Cool. Maybe save some prayer then. Okay, I see why they don't want you using like high-level magics in here, because the stat drain effect would make it so you no longer qualify to cast them. It's 3. I don't know if I can reach that last guy, but if I can, we should be good to go. Just respawned in a really convenient location. Stat penalty is rough, though. I want that ensouled troll head. Telegrab it. Once the last troll is dead, I'm just gonna teleport out of here. Minus 30 all stats. Holy crap. Look at all these trolls lining up to kill me, too. Chunk of ice falls away from the cave entrance. Longbone? Yes, please. Don't warp out just yet. Take free construction XP. Oh my god, you don't have inventory space to hold that item. What do I not care about? Guess I'll heal once. Clan Wars. It's a super rare. I don't know if that's the rarer drop. Let me check. Long bone. Pretty lucky though, regardless. I guess it was draining my special attack and my run energy the whole time. And my prayer. Gee, Jesus. 4,500 construction XP. Curve bone. Curve bone is slightly rarer. Okay. Still. Okay, I need to read ahead really quick, so I'll just mute and fast forward. Figure out what we're doing next. That was hard, and it's about to get harder. This is the hardest boss in the quest, so make sure I'm prepped. Okay, I think I'm as prepared as I'm possibly ever going to be. I didn't end up using the cannon, and I'm not going to bother up here, so because I just like to have more food on me. So let me also swap out the prayer potion for a full one, and fill my inventory with tuna potatoes, and dump runes that I don't need, and money that I don't need. Should be good. Okay, fingers crossed. I'm super worried. I can active file out if shit gets bad. Okay. Psych myself up. I think we're ready. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I keep protect from melee out the whole time. Yeah, the run energy drain sucks too. Oof. There's a lot of wolves in a really tight space. Jesus Christ, it's multi-combat too. They're not fucking around. Good lord. Basically, do you have multi-combat? Or do you have protection from melee, is what this area is. It's a soft prayer requirement. Feel an evil presence nearby. There's the evil presence. God, and he ice blocks you, and you can't do anything while ice blocked. Jesus Christ. How often does he cast that? Can I keep him from casting that? I needed to get into melee range with him, I guess. God, look how fast my prayer is burning. I have to manually cast the spells I can't auto-cast, so like I have to quickly go and switch to use potions and heal and that sort of a thing. Good lord. This is crazy. This guy's actually not as bad as I thought he was to be so far. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the Chaos Gauntlets are making it easier. Super Restore times 4. Thanks, game. That's helpful. Alright. I need to turn off Protect from Melee, and then I need to do this prayer trick so I can sit and read for a second. Maybe it's just that all of these enemies are way weaker to magic than they were to melee, and that's why the vampire was so hard, because I was using melee. Follow a hard-to-see path to the Troll Parents. Travel west and north a little, and east following the path that loops around until you reach the edge of an ice ledge surrounded by ice formations. It's nice that he drops Super Restore. It's really hard for me to craft those, so I'm going to try to hold on to them as long as I can. Shouldn't have burned that one during Zogre Flesh Eaters, but oh well. Okay, hold on, I gotta look again what I'm doing. Huntsy's dead. Following the path that loops around until you reach the edge of an ice ledge surrounded by ice formations. I'm talking about this path up here. So I need the spiked boots for, I guess. This area is cray-cray. After this, I'm going to take a short break, do some babysitting stuff, and then we'll be back with the other 2 diamonds. Thank God for prayer potions and 22 healing foods. The other thing is draining your prayer too. I assume that that's draining your max stats the whole time. Oh no, it just counts as prayer damage. Okay. Spike boots. It's super mean to make you climb this thing. You can fall on the way up due to a bad agility level. I might need to burn a single step of the super restore. Just hope we get through it quickly after that. 70 agility, please pay off. I don't want to slip and fall after all this. Pass through the ice gate at the top. Okay, you slip and fall, you don't fall all the way off. Got it. Probably didn't need to use the super restore then, but oh well. Go through the ice gate. Whoa, don't do that. You can't fall off the ledge, right? Ice blocks. Smash ice. That helps. Thank you, it was really cold in there. Free my wife as well. Our son is depending on us. Might have been another big ice cube. Are you okay too, darling? Ever did that nasty Kamil freeze us up here for anyway? Must have been trying to protect his diamond. You mean that diamond I found the other day? Why didn't you just ask for it back? It's not like I really wanted it or anything. How do you know you had that diamond anyway? Your son told me, that's why I rescued you. Not because I'm a nice person. Poor baby. Told this flesh he had the diamond and not us, who had never been rescued. Stupid little troll kid had the diamond all along. He's such a dick protagonist. This quest in particular writes the protagonist as an awful person. Well, they escort us out. Thanks. Appreciate that, Gabe. I need to deposit this thing right away before I get wrecked. Oh, mackerel. Yummy. Rock, please. And we'll want to use Clan Wars to restore stats here in a sec. Deposit diamond. You can go ahead and combine my... Oh, I do have 2 full super restores now. Nice. Use, don't drink, you dummy. I thought I drank it. We're okay. So now I have 2 4-dose super restores in case of an emergency. I'll not be able to craft those for an extremely long time. Don't need the spiked boots anymore. Looks like it auto unequips them when you leave. Restore my stats at Clan Wars, and then I'm going to take a short break. Okay, I'll be back in a few seconds from your perspective. Alright, we're back with the next one. I think this next one's supposed to be a little bit easier, which, knowing how the wiki's been so far, watch it be the hardest one that we deal with. I need to get a face mask first before I attempt it. That's going to involve me going to a Slayer Master. So I'm going to try to do that real quick. Okay, so we gotta go to the smoke dungeon, and one of the things we're doing in here is we need to run through the whole dungeon as much as possible. Because if you walk through the whole thing, you won't have time to solve the puzzle. There's 4 torches that you have to light in the opposite corners of the dungeon while keeping your prayer up and stuff, so I'm gonna wait for my energy to come back here. I guess I'll walk to the dungeon and then I'll let it regenerate from there, in case I need to turn on a run on my way to the dungeon itself. Climb down the smoky well. They did a pretty good job with showing you where to go. Mirrors. Would have taken way too many hours, but it would have been fun to like tour the world trying to find these locations. Breathing it in would not be good for my health. Okay. High enough that the fire elemental should damage us. North. I need to go to the northeast corner first. don't know if I need to have protection turned on in here, or if these are Slayer enemies that'll leave me alone. We'll find out in a second. I think they're Slayer enemies that'll leave me alone. I do like there being like 4 different elements with the ancient spellbook, right? It's like smoke, ice, blood. I wonder if they did it as combining like 2 of the traditional elements. I don't have a map down here, do I? Even the fire giant might not be friendly. See when I walk past him if I have to pop prayer or not. Pyrofiends, I know, don't aggro at them as a Slayer task. That looks like aggro to me. Protect from melee is probably fine, I would guess. Alright, so I have to wait here for my energy to come back up to 100, and then we're going to start this. We have to run from here all the way to the southeast corner, and then all the way to the northwest corner, and then all the way to the southwest corner. We don't have a lot of time to do it, but then we get a key that lets us fight the boss that has the diamond. Okay, we're at 100. I made some extra energy potions during prep. I forgot to mix them into energy potions 4. Hopefully that's enough. Let's go ahead and get started here. Cool Zelda puzzle, though. Probably should have made more of them. It's okay, I've got more chocolate dust, so if I fail, I can always go make more. It's all my potions. See how far 80 run energy takes us with no weight-reducing gear and an inventory full of garbage. Come on, render in. You can do it. There you go. Just one more in the southwest corner. I'm not sure if I just have to have all 4 lit at the same time and then the chest is open, or if I have to have all 4 lit while I try to open the chest, you know? If I had one more, I think I'd be more confident that this isn't going to work. Path is lit. Now claim the key. I'm just barely going to run out, aren't I? Check from melee. Whew, got it. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Head back to the boss. It looks like having 6 doses was almost exactly enough. I barely ran out just as I approached the chest. I guess I don't ever have to do that torch run again. If I die or something, God forbid I die at hour 378. If I die, just open the chest from now on. It's permanently opened. I guess if you have the ice gloves, you can keep it from making you drop your weapon, which is kind of neat. But if you don't have the ice gloves, and you're using magic, you can just manually cast all of your spells on them, which is kind of cool. I love how they bring back old items like that. Ghost Beak Amulet, ice gloves, that sort of a thing. The heat from the warrior causes you to drop your weapon. The fact that they're weak to an element makes these fights a lot easier. Oh god, that didn't feel good. Means he's a lot less likely to cast stuff like that, maybe. Awesome. What do I do after he's dead? Oh, the smoke diamond appears in your inventory when he's dead. Okay. Let's deposit that. Or someone shows up and poisons me. Blood diamond, where's my other diamond? Ice diamond. Okay. One more diamond to get. Restore my stats real fast. That's just my prayer. Well, no. Lockpicks. Bring noted lockpicks, it says. Okay, I think we're ready. We gotta go start this quest northwest of Arduin, and we gotta come back to the bandit camp, which maybe I'll try to access via fairy ring would be convenient. Keep forgetting that that's a thing I can do. You can also go ahead and turn off the camera zoom. I was using it for Tithe Farm. Yeah, Tithe Farm. I forgot to shut it off. So. some point I gotta harvest those Ranarr weeds, but I think we're doing okay on prayer potions at the moment, so I'm not pressed. Talk to Rosolo. I'm Rosolo, the famous merchant. Would you care here to see my wares? Ask about diamonds of Azanadra. Looking for one of the diamonds of Azanadra. Maybe around here somewhere. Shadow diamond. I know the object of which you speak. It's guarded by a fearsome warrior known as Damis, they say, who lives in the shadows, invisible to prying eyes. Where can I find this Damis, then? Perhaps we can help each other out. I have in possession a small trinket or ring that allows its wearer to see the unseen. What do you want for it? It's not for sale. I'm offering to trade it for an item that was rightfully mine, stolen by a bandit named Lahib. The item in question is a gilded cross that has some sentimental value to myself. Cover this item for me, and I will happily let you have my ring of visibility. Traveling merchant. It's an area that is dry and barren like a desert. Al-Kharid. Into the south of Al-Kharid, there's a passageway called the Shante Pass. Bedouin camp. Do you know where he lives? Ask me. I don't. Please continue. South of this encampment, there's an area where few have ever been. A village of murderous bandits and treacherous thieves. Okay, this is why we need to have thieving in the quest. That's cool. Have to get more law runes. Add them to the buyback list. I guess I'll bring a water skin. Just in case. God, I had the Saradomin cape turned on. See if they leave me alone this time. Oops. Tiles, unnote stuff. Where's this chest? Sorry about that, I was, taking care of business. Alright, let's open this chest. Okay, I see. So there's 3 locks, and you have to get through all 3 of them. Hey, it only took 2 lockpicks instead of 50 lockpicks. Very cool. Oh, video games. Get some inventory space back. Oops, didn't do that. Okay, so this guy's apparently super hard because he drains your prayer really fast, so we gotta bring a ton of prayer potions. See what else it recommends that we bring here. Runes to cast spells. You can have some luck by snaring him, and he doesn't drain your prayer quite so much, I guess. Snare. Nature, water, earth. Okay, let me just make sure I got the runes that I want here. Let's see. Put these guys back. Re-equip my Saradomin cape. Don't need the face mask anymore. Get my better helmet. Got the dude's Farseer cross. I don't think I need poison potions. Still have my emergency teleport. Don't need money. May as well deposit the Ring of Dueling. Don't need the water skin. Bring 5 prayer potions. Hopefully that's enough. I'm pretty nervous about this. Let's bring a few more. It says he drains it really fast, sounds like. I can try doing snare, but I have to bring so many additional runes to do that. Let's see. Nature, water, earth. 3 inventory slots. So instead of the ectofile, I'm going to do the Ring of Dueling. It's not a one-click, but Firebolt's been pretty good to me so far. Bring 1 less prayer potion, I guess. Okay, hopefully that'll do. Seems excessive, but each one of those has 4 doses. And I don't want the Draman staff, so I'll hold the phone 1 second. I want an air staff, I think. Well, I bring the water battle staff, since it doesn't really matter what I'm casting on him, right? It's a little bit better damage, I think. Has a magic attack bonus at least. In that case, I don't need the water rune, so I can get another slot back to bring something else. I need an empty slot though for this ring. I guess I can get it and equip it and drop something. Okay, I'm nervous. Let's go give it a shot. Still have more to do after getting this diamond, but this is the most dangerous part, doing these 4 boss fights. I've never actually cast Snare before, so give that a try. Oh shit, forgot about these giants. Leave me alone, dude. For solo, I got your shit for you, buddy. You just sell stuff? That's weird. Olive oil? Huh. What a weird dragon dagger? Okay, well. Rizzolo, my man. Let me drop a tuna potato real quick before I talk to him. Yes, I have. Take this ring. You'll be able to see things that live in shadow. Oh, that's cool. So you can't see the entrance without that equipped. I dig that. So I have to be ready to protect from melee my way through here. To try to flick my prayer. I'm not actively aggroed. It's cool, it's the Shadow Dungeon. Dig that. You need the secret ring of visibility to get in here. Probably should have waited on my run energy to come back and save some prayer running through here, but oh well. Too late. Oh shit, going the wrong way. So I could hide in that little cave and regenerate, but I think I'm okay. Don't really need to. So douchebag's gonna spawn in this big room, and I can try to drag him somewhere safe. God, this is why we need protection from melee. I think I can cheese a safe spot using one of these little rats. Didn't kill the rat, that helps. Store some prayer now. Gotta drop some of these enemies first. Okay, I might be able to safe spot him here-ish. Seems to be going okay. Things get bad when he gets into second forms, when he starts draining prayer really fast, I guess. Seems to be going okay so far. Phase 2. Might be far enough away from him to be helping with the prayer drain effect. Maybe it's only if you're like adjacent to him. That's why it recommends using a rat to safe spot him. Luckily I didn't just one-shot the rat, right? Now we play the waiting game. I probably don't need the protection from melee, but... A genie? Seriously? Put it on an herbivore, I guess. It's funny though. Don't think I needed 8 prayer potions, but I wasn't sure I was going to be able to pull off this strategy. much time I'd have to set it up with body blocking with a rat. It's very different about like reading in text. Yeah, use a rat to body block them versus actually getting in the room and seeing what the room layout's like and knowing that you're able to do that without too much trouble. I kind of got lucky that the rat followed me out first because they were all stacked on top of each other, right? Take the shadow diamond. Rub castle bars. Oh, I didn't realize that you can't teleport with that if you're being hit. That's good to know for the future. This is not an emergency teleport. Yikes. Okay. Have the last diamond. We did it. Let's see, what time is it? Sorry, okay, so I gotta read ahead a little bit to know what we're doing in the next step, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a break to do that. I'll be back in a few seconds. And back. Okay, so this last step seems like it's pretty hard. Like, the way it works is that you need to be running constantly. If you ever stop running, you're at risk of taking damage and getting kicked out and having to start over. So I'm going to make a bunch of energy potions here. Looks like I can technically make a super energy potion now with my Avanto if I go gather some things. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that, though. I guess it doesn't really hurt. Super energy potions are better. Silver sickle. Super energy potions are better for what I'm going to be trying to do here because they recover 20% energy instead of 10% energy, and I just got to 52 herblores, so I can just barely make them, so I may as well take advantage of that. So that requires a bunch of Mortmire fungus. I'm just going to pick up a bunch of it, bring it back here, craft a bunch of them, and then we're going to go. Looks like I basically need to be praying constantly. Need to be doing a lot of things constantly to get through the end of the quest. And once this quest is done, we should be able to go start attempting the end of Recipe for Disaster. I can't use prayer for it, but I have a ton of food, and hopefully it's enough food to matter to get us to the victory. When we eventually do this, I guess we're gonna, this is interesting, but we're gonna need to have Graceful. So you're even more likely to get kicked out if you have weight above -1 kilograms. Which is kind of crazy. I need prayer to activate the sickle? Really? I did not know that. Alright. Wonder if it actually, like, uses prayer. Pray for agility shortcuts. Pray for rune light, automatically highlighting them in green because I have so much trouble, like, knowing where they are in the game world. It's one of those things that if they ever make an announcement on third-party clients and say they don't want rune light, this is something that should probably be a approved plugin. Oh, it is using my prayer, is it? Huh, I never noticed that. I guess when I was doing quests that required the sickle, I didn't really have any prayers that I needed, like protection prayers. So I didn't notice it missing. Branch. So there's a chance for that to happen? Oh. I'll back to Varrock, I'll make these potions real quick. Mortmire stem. 2 Nature's Harvest to a Druid pouch. Oh, that's cool. Let's go to a less populated surfer. Sounds great. I think we want to minimize ping when we actually do the quest, though. Okay, bank space is getting dangerous. After this quest, I gotta deal with it. I'm putting it off for too long. You know, Akifal joked, "You think you have so much bank space now, just you wait." And I was like, no way, 800 slots? That's so many. It's never gonna be a problem. Being in, quote, Iron Man makes it harder. I guess I could, for my own rules, I'm allowed to sell stuff to the Grand Exchange and then buy back anything I've sold to it, so I could use that as kind of storage, but we need Avanto, water, super energy potions. Go ahead and auto decant these. Because we have 1 2-doser, so I get another 3, that's 5, another 3 is 8, so I need to make 2 more. Makes sense, 12 total. Okay, 9 should be more than enough. We need to bring prayer potions and other things too, but I think that was the most important one. It's all 4 diamonds. Anti-poison. Holy wrench, really. Should have been using a holy wrench earlier, totally forgot that was a thing. It makes prayer potions more effective. I was using tons of them. Prayer potions, food. I wonder if I can place the diamonds and then go back and bank. Probably gonna have to do that. Don't need the nature runes, don't need those, don't need the chaos runes. There's no combat anymore, is my understanding. A water skin just in case. I gotta switch to graceful. Reducing holy wrench, reducing equipment, prayer potions, super anti-poison, energy potions, water skins, Shantae pass, food. Emergency teleport. Okay. Let's go give it a shot. Yeah, I'm still at negative 12 kilograms, good. I could get attacked with these diamonds on me, so I gotta be a little careful here. BIQ, right? Turn to Eblis, 6 mirrors. Have all diamonds in your inventory. Hey dude, I got all the diamonds. I have all 4 diamonds. Ranarrs is our greatest ever hero. He was unkillable, and the cowardly traitors who stole our lands did not know what to do with him. His hatred for them was as strong as his magics. Cast a spell on him to trap him in the stone structure to the south of here. He stole his very life force, the essence of his power, and trapped it within 4 crystals. 4 pillars surrounding the structure are keeping the containment spell intact. Replacing a diamond into each will breach the magical defenses and begin to restore Ranarr's power. Place the diamonds. Oh shit, I didn't restore my prayer before coming out here. Well, I guess I wanted to place the diamonds and then warp out anyway, so I'll just do that. So I wanted to get my inventory slots back. Just be red on the first one. Smoke on this one, I'm guessing. Nice, maybe, I can't really tell the difference. Shadow. And we'll be right back. Probably gonna use the Ring of Dueling, oh well. Let's replace that with food. Hopefully that's good enough. We're still fine on weight, okay. You basically just have to click, 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 never stop moving. It's interesting that they did that twice in the quest. It's 2 kind of soft gates, making sure you have access to energy potions. I think I can plant Avanto now. I wonder if I want to make a bunch of that for runecraft training. I can get a bunch of 4-dose super energies. So the Mortmire fungus is super easy to gather, farm for. I think I have a good number of Avanto seeds. Shining Paragon of Wrenchly Virtue. That quest was pretty great. Rum deal. Kept her melee on the whole time. Wait until I have full energy and then we'll go in and start. It's expensive to attempt this, so I don't want to have to start over too many times. Turn on the camera unlock so I can see where I'm going a little bit better. Okay, we have 100% energy. Let's go give it a shot. Here we go. Always be running. Go down this ladder, and then we're going to run west and then south. East and then south. All the way down around the bottom without touching anything. Accidentally trigger a trap. Ooh, that sucks. Okay. Yikes. So it can still happen even if you were perfect. Big yikes. And I guess all the trap locations are completely random. Running makes you less likely to trip them. Definitely aren't ever able to slow down. This is one of those quests, if I wasn't following a guide, I would be so frustrated by that it just randomly kicks you out and be like, what square did I step on? Like, nope, that's not how it works. I made it further this time. Through here. Run through this tight corridor down here, it looks like. Don't tell me I got hit by another trap. No, I just got attacked by something else. Okay. Keep going. Super energy is paying the bills over here. Always be running. Go west immediately. North. Go around up here. Oh, I should put on the heart rate monitor for this. The closer I'm getting to the end, the more I'm freaking out. Oh, I'm next to the smoke dungeon. Interesting. We're so close. That's the door right there, I think. Azanadra, let me in! Let me in! Whew. Maybe they could not trap me here for long. Well done, soldier. How goes the battle? Battle? You don't know of the battle? More time must have passed than I thought. What news of great Padua? Do the shining spires of Lassar still stand? What of the glorious Anakarl? Fortress still intact? Never heard of any of them. It's so long ago. What's become of you? Can I hear your voice in my mind anymore? My thanks to you, brave warrior, for your help in freeing me from this accursed tomb. It seems I must make amends. Shining cities no longer stand, and it means we must have failed my lord. How long have I been trapped here? Truly been dispatched from this world? Oh shit. For your efforts in freeing me, I offer you the gift of knowledge. Bestow upon you the ancient magics taught to me by my lord before his disappearance. May you use them well in battle for our people. Place the knowledge you previously had, you may switch between them by praying at the altar in this room at any time. Trust we shall meet again, adventurer. I offer you the blessings of myself and my master, all of your endeavors. Now I must leave you, for there must be some trace of my master's power left somewhere. Use the portal I shall create to return here easily in the future. 20,000 magic XP, which puts us pretty close to 69 magic. Awesome. That was a cool quest. Buy an ancient staff for 80,000 coins at the end. Looks like there's a way to get in here through the back door next time. Ancient diary. Edgeville home teleport. Smoke rush, shadow rush, Padua teleport, blood rush, ice rush, Santiston teleport. Ancient magics. Smoke rush does damage, poisons the target. Oh, that would be nice. Uses target attack, heals the caster for an amount of damage dealt on the target. Let's see. Smoke burst, shadow burst, Carol teleport. Blood burst, multi-level, multi-target blood attack. This heals you based on the damage dealt, I guess. Ice burst is supposed to be really good. So is Ice Barrage, that's like level 94. Oof. And where do the teleports go? Santiston goes to the dig site. Oh, the Edgeville dungeon is Padua that he was just talking about? That's kind of cool. Carol is Canifis. Makes sense. Lassar is Ice Mountain. Dariak is Wilderness Ruins. Teleport to Bounty Target. Oh, this is really like the PvP magic kit, isn't it? I'm not going to use it for now, but that's cool that it's a thing. Okay, we did a super hard thing. We did a really hard quest. Now we just have to do a really hard quest. We gotta finish Recipe for Disaster, which we got to, like, the 90% mark on. I don't know if it was 100 hours ago, but it was over 50 hours ago. We've been putting it off for a really long time. I need to quickly figure out what the hell I'm doing for that. I know it's basically just a boss rush at the end. Healing food. It's arranged. Need to stab. Alright. This might be where I finally die. I know I've said that before, but, like, for serious this time. Can't use prayer anyway, so I don't need to worry about recharging it. Leave and stock up after defeating each boss without losing your place in the fight. Need to stab. Probably gonna try him melee first. Prayer potions don't matter now. Oh yeah, I'm running out of inventory space so fast. To give you a time concept, how much time I have to finish this quest, I go live on stream in 2 hours. I usually try to be done with RuneScape at least 30 minutes before, so I have time to prep. So that's about how much time we got. Really cutting it close here. Don't need the Holy Wrench. Probably want to keep the Ecto File as my oh shit button. I just kind of want to have a full inventory of tuna potatoes. It's probably fine. Just do these one by one and see how it goes. Might be able to mix and match gear a little bit so that my magic defense isn't complete garbage. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe the Ceradomin cape too. Yeah, my stab slash crush is pretty good. I could bring the Rada's Blessing, but I don't think it's going to matter because I think the only stat on it is prayer plus 1, right? Yeah. And I can't pray in here, so these make me worse at magic but not worse at attack. That's good to know. It says he's weak against stab. Jesus Christ. I'm looking at his stats. This is going to be a thing. So I recommend I bring anything else. No, I think just food. Jesus Christ. I'm so dead. My stats aren't high enough for this. I'm gonna go try. I've got my Ecto File as my oh shit button, but probably gonna have to use it. One of those things like, what do you do when you don't have prayer all of a sudden? So that dimension will have no assistance from the gods, and your prayers will not work at all. Use this power to draw upon the might of foes you fought before, and that dimensional instability means your lost items will be irretrievable if you die. I think I can get back everything that I currently have on me. I guess the blue dragon hide pants I can't, but can always warp out if the start of the fight seems hard. You dare come here? So it's the demon boss, but now he's made of bananas. I like it. God. It's already hitting me really hard. Agrith-Na-Na. Pretty great. I'm gonna completely burn through all of my food doing this, aren't I? At least I can leave and keep trying after each boss. I think we're gonna beat the first one. But only because we have this crazy 22 healing stuff. Come on, land some hits. Gotta get some big max hits, please. I probably should use a combat potion. Remember that for next time. Immediately does 13 damage after I heal. No, so it would not have been possible with swordfish. This is the food I had access to when I first unlocked this fight. Spend more time healing than DPSing. It's good. Max hit there. To thank past me for going to all that trouble to craft all those tuna potatoes, even though I really didn't want to. I'm probably going to use all of them for this and maybe even have to take a break to make more of them. Finally, the special attack does something. Come on, you just gotta burn him down before he finishes us off. I think we'll be okay. And I will bail between every phase, for sure. 100%. See if I can turn on the heart rate monitor for the remaining phases. I was so pumped to come in, I completely forgot. Oh man, he might just get a bunch of lucky hits off on me and kill me before I can finish him off. Over here feeling like I got this one in the bag. Nope, I could get a bunch of 0 hits. He could hit me for 16 several times in a row. God, he's so close. He's like 4 hit points left. No! Use portal. Okay. Thank you, portal. Let's go heal up and read what we're doing for the next boss. Fareed from Desert Treasure, he's now level 149. You need ice gloves to be able to wield a weapon. If you melee him without ice gloves, you will drop your weapon. Oh wow, I'm glad I didn't let him attack me. That would have sucked. I didn't really think about that. Use water spells if you're maging. You can snare him, run away, and mage him. Let's try that. That seems like a good idea. So snare was nature, which runes? Nature, water, earth. Let's top off on health real quick. So mage kit is these guys. I need a shield, water battle staff. Serotonin cape. Beacon ring. Is that everything? No. Amulet of power will help me with my defense, I think. Okay, prayer doesn't matter, so no Rada's blessing. Serum, run away. I'm gonna give that an honest try. It might work. So we need nature, air. I actually don't need water because I have a staff for it. Earth. I don't think that's everything for snare and water blast. Oh wait. Oh no, chaos, of course. Which I'm gonna need to get more of. I might need to get more of before this quest is over. Water bolt. It's good. Set it to autocast. You might be able to safe spot him behind the portal. Okay, I'll give that a try. Oh yeah, I'm using all these potatoes. And I don't really have any potions to help me with this one. Combat potions for melee only. Alright, here we go. Let's see what all I can do to control him here. Oh god, he knocked... Oh right. Don't have the ice gloves. Shit. I need to grab that and get out of here. Completely forgot. But I didn't lose my dragon scimitar, right? That would have been a bummer. I guess if it's just in my inventory, that's not so bad. I need to run them. Kinda get stuck on portals, but not really. Alright. Oh, but if I don't have the water staff equipped, then I'm... okay. Not doing shit to him. Keep him snared if we can. Why would you run at him like that? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's because I'm clicking behind him. Okay. Try to keep him snared, maybe. Got practice with casting the snare before. Can't recast snare if he's already snared. Okay, good to know. Try to do hit and run. careful on which ticks I cast snare. This is fun. This reminds me of old school MMO combat. I mean, it literally is, but like difficult old school MMO combat, not just click and wait for them to die behind a safe spot, right? I think I can do this as long as I'm not clicking past him. He only has a melee of Flambeed. That's great. Like 2 shots per snare. Shit. Unless if he knocks my weapon out of my hand. Probably need some energy potions for this, son of a bitch. Not good. Shit. Run. Just gonna run. It's okay. Okay, I'll have to start him over. I'll bring some water runes, and that should help. Maybe some energy potions so I can keep running and snaring him. I can also just try to face tank him and heal through it. Maybe that makes more sense. Let me give that a try. He hits really hard though. If I could avoid it, maybe I should try to avoid it. Yeah, let me bring a couple super energy pots, since I didn't use them all before. I think I used a couple 100 chaos runes. Oof. Let's try again. Now I have to manually cast spells, which is kind of annoying, but target's currently immune to that spell. Probably have an easier time doing this if I know that I don't have to switch and equip my staff over and over, right? And don't have to like try to rely on auto attack to trigger. Yeah, but I got this now. This is a cool arena for this fight too. Just got a magic level 69, and I accidentally clicked on him. In the fucking boss fight. I kind of love it. Shit. Clicked on him instead of... Yeah, you gotta be precise with your clicks in fights like this one. Shit can go south real fast. So close to being dead. Alright, now we gotta get out of here now. Before I get iced to death. Whoops, didn't mean to go right back in. Okay, we'll get right out. Next up is Karamel, which is Kamil from the Desert Treasure Quest. Desert Treasure Trust. Fight her up close to the fire spell that you're well above the required level to do because she trains your stats. Oh, and my stats are being drained. Okay. I don't need the super energy potions anymore. Can bring a weapon now. Let's auto cast Firebolt. Don't need that. Or water runes or earth runes. Okay, I think we're okay with my current setup. This would be a really cool, like, final quest in the game. I know they added a bunch of other stuff since then, like Song of the Elves seems pretty final, and so does Dragon Slayer 2, once we get to those. But if this was the last quest, you'd call this beating old school RuneScape, right? Since it has so many prerequisites. Very cool quest. Meddle in the affairs of those it's not concerned. Get over to her as soon as possible. Oh, I need to bring restore potions, don't I? Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm forgetting something. Did make a bunch of restore potions, didn't I? Not a bunch, but... Alright, let's try it one more time. Trying to move in immediately this time if it lets me. It does work before I start training magic. Okay. Karamel. She looks great. Like her melee is not very dangerous. Unlike Kamil's melee. It stops ice blocking you when you do this too, it looks like. I say, and then I get immediately ice blocked. It's kind of cool though that like the stat drain became a targeted ability even though it was just an effect of being on that part of the map in Desert Treasure. Pretty good at resisting that ice block too, it looks like. Stop ice blocking me. Super rude. Pretty good hit for 15 there. I think that's the max hit with Chaos Gauntlets. One less than the spell with Death Runes. I didn't put on the heart rate monitor because my heart's actually doing okay right now. I might turn it on for the next one though, because it says the next one and the second to last one are all quite difficult. I need to change my filters so I can only select my attack spells. No! God, no, 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 no! Go, 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 run now. Okay. Phew. New phase. Dessourt. Wind magic works. Don't need restore potions anymore, but I am gonna go Castle Wars really quick and get my shit back here. Clan Wars, whichever. Next boss, melee doesn't work, wind magic does, ranged works well. Bring lots of food to feed him as quickly as possible. This next boss seems dangerous, and the one right after it seems really dangerous. I'm running out of time before I gotta start prepping for stream. So I don't want to be doing this after stream tonight, I need to be prepping for TwitchCon. Looks like my heart rate was actually up a little bit. I have some tachycardia, my resting heart rate is... When I'm not streaming or doing anything like game related, if I just throw it on there, this is pretty close, like 85, looks like it dropped down. So it's 85 normally. If I'm live, like, not if I'm recording, but if I'm live on Twitch, it jumps from 80 to 100 every single time, and then my resting heart rate's between like 94 and 100. And then when it gets crazy, it spikes from there. Okay, wind spells, right? Wind bolt. I think I can just bring Chaos Runes and an Air Staff, right? I don't know if snaring is useful in this fight, probably not. Wind bolt, only choice. See if it wants me to bring anything else for this. I want to have melee resistant armor. That seems bad. Okay. So we were avoiding his melee attack before. I could try snaring him. It doesn't say that I can snare him, but it worked pretty well with the other boss. Let's give it a shot. Snare, wind bolt. Bring all the food. Oh, and probably an energy potion. Just in case I need to run more. Alright, let's see if he is snareable. And he teleports at you. So maybe snaring is not going to work. Let me just try to burn him down then, I guess. Try to just constantly run from him, but then I think I attack less frequently. So I'm hitting him pretty well, though, with these spells. So. Oh god, that was the double attack. 13 and a 5 back to back. So I just say just kill him fast, basically. That can happen. $18, Jesus. Can you not? So close. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, the last one is a riff on the penultimate one before we fight the Culinaromancer himself. Dagginoth Mother. So it's the same thing, you have to bring 4 different kinds of runes. Focus on maging, okay. So I'll bring the water battle staff then. Mage, she'll rip through mystic robes. Okay. God, this is so terrifying. Rune plate body. Rune plate legs. I might just have enough stuff that I can overcome the magic penalty. We'll see what my magic attack bonus is. It says her magic attack bonus is not great. Okay, magic minus 22 with all that stuff equipped. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I'll still hit her because of her No magic defense. Ooh, I guess we'll see. I guess I could sub out. Hold on. What's the deal with Brutish Shield? Brutish Shield penalizes range defense. We don't want that. I can use the Mirror Shield instead. Maybe the Brutish Shield doesn't actively penalize range defense. It's just not as good as the rune, maybe? Range 46, range 10. No range. Right. This gives more of a magic attack bonus, but it's mild. Try the Mirror Shield. Which max it at 40, so we gotta be super careful. Okay. I guess the difference in my magic attack's not that great, though. Let me review all of the possible items. Let's try to maximize this. Magic minus 30, magic minus 21, magic minus 8, so we should definitely use the Rune Kite Shield. Because the difference in range defense is very high. Okay, and that puts me at magic plus 29. Magic minus 30, magic minus 21. Let's do plate legs. And then something else for the body. Just to grow up top, maybe. Okay, it's a hell of a kit. Make sure we're ready to use the runaway button. Let's bring every element. Not gonna be binding her. Get another food slot back. Hopefully this is good enough. God, I hope so. And I have to manually cast all my spells, so being able to heal is gonna be a bitch. Retaliate off. We'll set that to wind. We'll do water. Wait, during one phase I can focus more on that. Okay, here we go. Gelatinnoth, mother. Jesus. Already hit me for 1,000,000. Now she's water. Cast your water spell, you dummy. So I have to manually do it. Fire now, I think. Maybe not fire. Top off, even if it's potentially a waste. Is this earth? Earth spells. Now it might be fire. Yeah, the other one was melee actually, that's why I wasn't hitting her. She might just change randomly, it might not be on a given pattern. That's ranged, I think. Yeah. Now I just want to be ready to heal. Jesus Christ. Just hit me really hard all at once. Wind again. Water now. Bring out that auto casting, please. God. Auto cast is really slow when she changes. Shouldn't depend on it. Shit. Orange is melee. Can't do anything about it. I think it is actually a set rotation then. Earth should be next. There's my green spells. Fire's after this. Come on. Jesus. And she'll wrap over to range and then wrap back around from there. Okay, ranged. Sit and wait it out. Doing pretty well so far, but back to air. Oh god. Safety heal, even though I'm not overhealing. Ranged, can't do anything during. Or melee. She hits so hard. Really glad we went with equipping this ranged gear. Earthworms. Come on, so close. Okay. Finish you off myself. No, you won't. Okay, that freaked me out. We got it. Need to figure out what we're doing for the final phase. Staggering max hit of 25. Looks like I might be able to keep him away from me. I'm gonna try that. Nature runes, right? Snare, water bolt. Already at full health. I went through a lot of those tuna potatoes. Ooh-wee. At least I can use autocast now. Oh, energy potions if I'm going to be doing this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so totally snare him. The timing with snares just long enough to be frustrating. Hundreds of hours of work are all coming to this. Stop it. Land the snare. Really like snare. Didn't even really think about it being a thing. I guess it matters for boss fights. Shit. It's easy to accidentally click a square instead of clicking the boss when they're tiny like this. I was having that problem with Flambeed. Come on. So close. Oh, it's almost over. Sure, I have an inventory slot open here. Dude, we did it! Ah, I gotta keep talking to make sure that this animation is visible and I don't actually fast forward through it. Hooray! Recipe for disaster complete. Good work, Malai. The last we'll see of him. You better come back now. You have defeated the Culinaromancer. You are rewarded 1 quest point, a 20,000 XP lamp, and full access to the Culinaromancer's chest. And that's it. Damn. Fucking awesome. I have like 20 minutes before I usually shut down to start preparing for stream. You know it. Herb lore, please. Thank you. 54 herb lore. Now clean Quarm. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, so we can get these new Barrows gloves, which I think are basically the best in slot gloves in the game. So maybe there's sometimes reasons you might want other gloves, but... Alright, so first of all, he now stocks 10 grapes. Yeah, 50 jugs. There they are, Barrows gloves. I guess the cleaver's also, it's like a rune scimitar. A little bit too late, but... Same stats as a rune scimitar, but weighs slightly less. Okay. I guess I have access to a... Well, it's not cheap. I was going to say a cheap throwaway weapon. Let's buy these Barrows gloves. 130,000 coins. We got some use out of the dragon gloves in the meantime. We did a hard task in the Lumberjane Drainer area. Your achievement diary has been updated. Melee strength plus 10. Attack bonus plus 10, melee plus 6 magic, plus 12 range. The magic I'm probably not going to get to use as long as I'm using the Chaos Gauntlets, but that's okay. Wow, that is a buff from the Dragon Gloves. Plus 3 strength. Damn. Wow, plus 3 range too. It's only plus 1 magic, but... And the defensive bonuses are pretty good also. Fucking awesome. Oh, it feels so good. Love this game. Love that we had to work so hard to be able to do that goofy fight. It was pretty goofy. Oh, the quest just ends there too. It's like, yep, you won. Alright, you get it. Moving on. Okay, so the real reason we did that was not for the Barrows gloves or the 20,000 XP lamp. It was so that I can, while I'm at TwitchCon, I can record myself buying 14,000 grapes. It is 14,000, right? Let me just calculate it real quick. We're at 71. We want to be 95. Looking for wine. Maybe past it. Hold on. 39,600 grapes and jugs. So I'm going to take a break. This episode will continue. We'll do some more stuff that's fun. Glad to have wrapped that up. I'll be right back. From your perspective, I'll be right back. From my perspective, next time you see me, I might be buying grapes at TwitchCon later. Hey there, how's it going? This is Far Future Marstead coming at you from May 16th, 2020. This video, as I had mentioned a couple times, was recorded right before I left to give a panel at TwitchCon. And I have no commentary there because I brought my laptop with me. I didn't have any kind of recording set up, so I just did the most boring thing I could possibly imagine, buying grapes and filling water jugs. So the rest of this episode is recorded on my laptop. As a result, the resolution is going to change and the live split timer is going to be super janky. There's going to be a couple points where it freezes or the time loads incorrectly. I eventually catch all of that at the end of the TwitchCon laptop videos, but you're going to see it be a little bit off there. So just bear with me there. Because it was super boring, I don't really have anything to add. I guess I'll say that TwitchCon was pretty cool. If I remember to do it, I will throw a link to the panel that I was on in the description of this video if you'd like to see it. I'm pretty proud of it for the most part. They gave us the questions that we were going to be asked about a week before, and I really wanted to have prepared answers rather than just answer off the dome, so I wrote everything down and read it out loud. I was the only person on the panel that was reading my answers. But I think my answers are still pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. So if you wanted to check that out, basically in the mornings before TwitchCon and the evenings afterward, and on the plane ride there and back, I just did the most boring thing I could think of in RuneScape, which was filling water jugs on the laptop. So enjoy that being aggressively fast-forwarded. You go from the super hype sequence of Desert Treasure, followed by beating the Culinaromancer, and then 4 hours of filling water jugs. I mean, what could be more RuneScape than that? And that's the end of that video. 17,000 jugs of water filled. That's not the end of filling water jugs at TwitchCon. There's going to be some of that at the start of the next episode. It's going to be super compelling. Just you wait. At one point, I think I got it edited out. I'm pretty sure it got edited out here, but I fell asleep while I was doing this. It was so boring. I was just doing it, lying in bed in the hotel room, and I was just kept recording for several hours until I woke up and was like, shit, whoops. But I'm glad I got it over with. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've already played this game enough at this point, commenting from May of 2020, that I'm nostalgic for this part of the game. I'm like fast track to nostalgia for 2007scape. I miss what it felt like to not be done with Recipe for Disaster, but maybe one day we'll do group Iron Man or a league or something and see this content again. Have a good time. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.